What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do a little bit more of a in-depth experience for locals today. As you are aware, the ban list just came out. A Rise Heart got hit. Dragon Link not so much. However, it's not effective yet. So we're gonna make some changes to start transitioning into the next format slowly but surely. For sure we're gonna be playing Unchained today. I had some ideas in mind to see what I can do to test out as the format shapes into whatever it's going to be post ban list. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and side out some stuff, take out some stuff in the main deck, and then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of spice and somewhat nice cards and see how it plays out. Take out the Book of Moons, replace them with Nibiru's. I figured Nibiru would be a perfect way to help slow them down. I'm also going to take out Droll from the side deck and replace it with Xyz's Encore. Now that I got that, I'm also going to be siding Magic Deflector. I noticed that a lot of people are siding in crossouts for the anti-spell fragrance. Also, every Tuesday I do stream locals on Twitch at Mainface TV. So without killing daytime, let's go ahead and get ready. If not, we're going to be late. See you there. Our first round is actually against Vanadium. The moment I saw him bring out Meek, I already knew I needed Droll in the side deck, which, in case you don't remember, we took out earlier in this video. So he basically brings out Crystal Wing, a Synchro, that's a monster negate and destroy to avoid Nibiru. He does bring out more Meeks because of its effect. He will then Synchro into basically a Baron for Omni Negate Destroy. It was a nice going second hand. I had Book of Eclipse, Prosperity, Talents, Tour Guide, and I can't remember what the fifth card was, but basically it should be enough to break board. So I Book of Eclipse first, negate it with the trap. I do the DDD, add Vice King, I do effect, he does Baron Negate Destroy. I do triple tactics, take control. From there, I try to use the effect of Baron to pop. I believe he does impermit. I go Prosperity for 3, Shavara, normal summon Tour Guide, effect, and then he does do the Crystal Wing. I believe right here I activated the Shavara on the Tour Guide. I believe I do misplay here, and I could have ended on a better board, but because they couldn't be destroyed by battle as far as synchros, I couldn't really do anything, or at least it felt like it. I ended up with a Yama and a set Chamber, I believe. Chamber bring out Aruha, and then I had a Shavara in hand. So right here, he basically has way more resources than I do, and I really can't, go past this. When it came to game 2, I did lose that. The camera has a recording limit of 25 minutes. And I completely forgot to stop the recording, hit the recording again in between rounds for the second round, so that way y'all could enjoy the second game. However, we do lose this 2-0. It could have went to game 3, but we went into time, and that was that. I start with the Dark Contract and use its effects to add a DDD monster from deck to hand. I scale Vice King and then proceed to use its effects to pop the Dark Contract and summon itself out. then go over into the Machinex. I set a card and attempt to use the effect of Machinex to target my set and pop it. However, my opponent did have an imperm. I proceeded to normal summon Tour Guide and use its effects to summon out a Rhino. I proceeded to link summon into Yama and call Yama 1, Rhino 2, then he chains with the effect Veiler, targeting my Yama. I'll go ahead and send Shavara to grave and use its effects to set an unchained spell or trap from deck to field. I then used Triple Tactics Talons to look at his hand, and sure enough, he had bricked on nothing but hand traps. So, with that, I link into Rage, set 3, and then passed. He normal summons my Romelio and uses its effects. But on resolution, I know that his hand is bad already, so I activated Book of Eclipse so that he can't use it for link material, because once they go off, there's nothing else I can do. He sets 2 and then passes. In the end phase, I will activate Chamber. I do bring out the Yama. However, he has to activate Ghost Mortar Chainlink 1. I would be Chainlink 2 because he is a turn player. And Ghost Mortar just works weird like that. So I still add the Sarama. And then from there, I'll normal summon Sarama. Sarama effects, target, set, pop. And then I'll use the effect of Chamber to summon from deck. Then I'll go ahead and bring out a US using the effect to discard the brick, pop a card, and then what I'm gonna do is go ahead. So what I do is I'm gonna go ahead and link, and then use his monster for link material to go into Abomination. From there, I'm trying to see if I can do lethal. I do believe I go into battle phase. I swing for it. So he uses the effect, summons out monster, pops a trap card. Use the effect, and then I'm gonna go ahead and chain Abomination to target his monster to destroy it. Chain 3 Yama to Reborn. However, he did have Gravedigger's Trap Hole. I proceed to continue to bring out monsters, and then he scoops, and then we're off to game 2. Alright, so he does choose to go first in this case. I don't think my hand is too good. I do believe I have a Book of Eclipse and maybe a starter. He does go into the Trap Trick Link. He does set the Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and then sets 1 and then passes. I do Prosperity for 3. And it goes through, and I normal summon Tour Guide effect, bring out Rhino. Rhino's gonna go to grave, Chainlink 1, Yama, Chainlink 2, Rhino. He does effect Veiler and Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So it doesn't really let me do anything. So I'll go ahead and set 1, Aruha effect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use the effect of the trap and try to build my board and break his all at the same time. And then link 3, he judgments the link summon, and it actually tilts me. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. After that, I'm literally just stuck with the rage left, and hoping that I can do something. He basically, at this point, I'll Book of Eclipse his normal summon, hoping that it works again. And in this case, he just uses the trap in grave to Reborn, and then effect. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's really not much I could do. I start running out of resources in hand, and he starts gaining advantage. That judgment actually hurt more than I realized, and more than I think he realized as well. But this game was definitely over before it started, and there was not much I could really do. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop here, give him game 2, and then we're gonna go off to game 3. For game 3, I actually make him go first. I side out to go second. Basically, the game plan is let him build his board, dedicate as much as possible, and hoping that I actually draw into going second cards. So right here, he does set up the link. I do believe he does a trap trick. Does have the trap trick trap already set. I believe it's Holatea. Holatea. So what I'm gonna do is do Lightning Storm. He protects it. I activate Thrust. I do believe I'm gonna add the Harpy's Feather Duster. Break the backboard. I go ahead and bring out Disaster or the Blue Dog. Link. Go into my Link 3 dog. Use his effect. Link away into Abomination. Attack. And basically just go ahead and end right there. I do believe we have a Yama. We might have a Yama in grave. And then we go into AUS. AUS comes out, and basically right now all we're trying to do is deal massive damage because we are moving close to time. He does have the effect of the field spell, and I had a ghost spell in hand. So even though he's not summoning from hand or grave, I can use the ghost spell. So that was basically it. And now we're off going to round 3. So round 3 we go against a old friend of mine, Mr. Michael J. Gomez. I go ahead and win the dice roll, go first. I go into the Vice King play. I'll go ahead and pop, and then basically go into Apple. But I made a misplay. Mr. Michael J. Gomez let me know I was locked into Fiends while one of the dogs was actually on the field. So I end up with the High Wave King Caesar. And the Rage and the Rakea, just in case he main decked evenly. He special summons one of the Tenyis, links it away. He uses the Longyang. I go ahead and Wave King. He does Moye. I Wave King again. So then he's going to go ahead and scoop. And then we go to game 2. So game 2, he decides to go first. He starts with the Tenyi line, goes ahead and links, brings out Vashuda to special summon. He goes ahead and synchros. He will then use a Pot of Desires because that Pot of Desires is stuck to his hand. He banishes 10, draws 2, probably banishes 10 really good cards from his deck. Show my hand a little bit because I have that thrust. And then what he's going to do is synchro again. I don't remember the name of this card, but I know I can't use the effects of light monsters because he was talking about Nib. Normal summons Moye effect, bring out a token. Longyang effect. He will then synchro into 2 different synchro monsters. One's gonna burn me for a special summon monster and a trap. The other one's it's a monster negate by banishing a worm. Another one says you can't activate monsters with light attribute. Perfectly fine. Then passes. So no anti-spell this time from him. I normal summon Tour Guide. He uses the effect. I change Shavara. He changed to banish and burn, I believe. But everything still goes through. I go thrust, and he does not have the ash. I will activate or add change of heart. I'll activate change of heart, but right here is where I was trying to figure out, okay, if I use this, I can't really do anything. If I take the middle monster, then I can't really do anything either. So at this point, I'm really contemplating on just giving myself a beat stick or taking the synchro monster that prevents, light. So I go ahead, activate change of heart. I'll take it, prevent the Nib just in case. Set 1, activate Aruha, activate escape effect, bring out AUS effect. He has Ghost Warner. What the hell? So I'm gonna go ahead, use Shiyama, target Aruha effect, bring out disaster effects to link away. Bring out, I'll take another 3,000, and then basically right here I literally have game just change to attack for 9,000, and that is probably the swiftest 2-0 that I've had in a very long time. So I know Michael skipped to this part all the way, so GG's, bro. We'll see you next time. As we conclude another day at Locals, I want to extend my sincere thanks to all of my main phase community, both online and in person. If you enjoyed the duels, discussions, and anything that's Yu-Gi-Oh related in today's video, please take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment anything down below that you think you'd like to see on this channel, as we look forward to improving anything and everything coming forward with all future projects with Main Phase TV. And remember, everything in the world takes practice. So the more you practice, the better you get. So until our next meetup, keep those decks shuffled, stay competitive. Thank you for watching. See y'all next time, guys. Peace.